We took the innocence away from just he didn't have that right.
I just want to make sure everyone knows that I am safe, a secure, and that I am a perfect, almost 12-year-old girl, and I hang out with my friends. I don't have nightmares. I have had a close friend that was abused. And that is another reason why I chose the art, because I wanted to bring something out of the closet. I wanted to bring it out of the darkness and shine it so bright. I hear myself on my bed with my pillow over my head. Every time we make it to the restroom, we use it on an area he noticed rain on our heads. He's so right.
But what I can tell you is that I was just like the psychologist said, I didn't want to put tremendous fear on my children. And my daughter Megan walked into someone's home, was brutally raped and murdered. This is the reality of what we live. And our children have to be made aware of who is out there. We replace the fear with education. Sexual abuse has been hidden in the closet too long, and it's time that we start addressing it and making our kids further
They had
aware.
my youngest daughter, which is 6 years old, on the stand for 3.5 hours. She had to explain in front of a jury of 12 and everyone in the courtroom in detail what happened to her, what he done to her. She had to relive the whole process all over again. It was like driving into a little heaven. What did you do? That was dying. My daughter was there with us, and she asked if she could go over and put a flower over there
On the shrine.
and we placed some flowers on the shrine and we said a prayer. I'll never forget it as long as I live.
She had been beaten up. Her whole lip was split here, and she had bruises all over her face. And when she came walking down the hall, we hardly recognized her. She'd lost about 20 pounds. She had cigarette burns across her forehead.
She would run into the outreach center and get condoms and grab a handful of food and run out and pick up a trick, an adult male. They drive around every day, and she would get her money and she would go buy crack and smoke it, and then it would start over.
That part seemed more interesting.
Why don't you want to see her?
Because you guys show our faces on camera.
Because he would take us to church every Sunday, and he would say, well, it's our little secret. Don't tell anybody. You know, this isn't bad. This is the way I was supposed to touch you. And, you know, it was our secret. So that's what I thought. And I felt ashamed. And I felt that if I told anybody, I would be violating his trust. I was sleeping in a theater where all the homeless people sleep, and I got raped. I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I got hit in the head with a pipe or something, and I woke up back at the same place, and I was all messed up, and after that I went to a friend's house and cleaned up, and I tried to get myself into another shelter.
It was my worst nightmare. I don't ever want anybody to ever have to go through something like that. I wouldn't believe it. I just said, no, it's not true. If you found a child, it's not mine, because my child is out there and he is alive and he's going to come home. And they said, no, he's not. He is home, but he's not alive.
They had the bag open, the body bag open, and there's this boy. Didn't look like Joe. Didn't have a nose bridge because it was all swollen, both eyes. I said goodbye. I told him how much I loved him. And one of the second hardest things to do is you can't touch him, you know, you can't hold his little hands. They're like this.
How did Jerry die?
Tortured, beaten to death, and tortured. Actual cause of death was a brown paper bag that shoved down his throat and left there.
I didn't feel no pain out there because I was drugging. And before any pain come to me, I'll just drug, you know, get high, drinking, shooting, smoking. I'll be with 5 or 6 men at one time, and I hate men. Well, she was over there one day, and he was having sex with me, and saying I wasn't doing it right, because this time he just took my whole little body and just lifted up like that, you know, and he was on his knees, and that was really killing me. And I just said, I ain't taking no more, I don't want no more, you really hurt me. So he said, come on, so I don't want to do it no more, it really hurts. So he left and got my mother. She was in the living room with his kids. She came in there, and he said, and she said, no, I told her, Money, you really hurt me. I can't take no more. She said, you go and you do this. Do this before we can hurry up and go. Come on, hurry up. Come on, man, hurry. And I was crying. And she said, well, I'll talk to him. He ain't gonna do it so hard. Just go ahead and do this before we can go. It was like a thing is telling her daughter.
It's just people shouldn't like go around touching people. It's just not right.
Being a gymnastic coach, you have to do that to make sure they're safe. And since you've never taken gymnastics before, you wouldn't know what it's like to be spotted.
He'd had people even when he wasn't doing gymnastics.
How many people? Do you see it like once and you're blowing it out of proportion?
He certainly does. So mean to my mom. She took it every day.